Hello, people of the internet, and welcome back to another inexplicable video. Today I am gonna be showing you my apartment. Woo! You may think, you posted a room tour like, well, actually it was like a year ago at this point, so you're probably not thinking that because you probably weren't here for that. But you're probably like, you just posted a room tour. Well, that was my old apartment. This is my new apartment. So I hope that's not too confusing. But yeah, I moved. In case you remember, in case you did watch my other one, it does have 7,000 views, so pretty much I'm famous. I really hated my old roommates, and now I don't live with them anymore. Yay! So without further ado, well, I just showed you the whole apartment, so we're done. No, but without further ado, I'm just gonna start showing you my apartment. So, this is like my little realistic tour for you guys. I hope you appreciate how real it is, because I am kind of very broke. I'm a broke college student. Yep, okay. Let's start. Woo! So this is what you see when you walk into my apartment. Cute little ground. I have my little fan and my heater hidden behind the door because I don't have anywhere else to put them because this place is very tiny. So moving from the floor up to this, we have a little scarf that says The Garden. The Garden is a band that my twin sister is really into, but I also like them, so I bought a scarf when I went to their show. Yup. Then we have this wall. We have some of my shoes, not all my shoes, the rest are hidden elsewhere, but here's some of them. This ancient, decrepit, like awful, stupid heater. It doesn't even have a thermostat. You have to wiggle open this door and just turn the knob and pray. I had to get someone to come in here manually turn it on for me, so yeah. Enjoying that. Above that, of course, we have Reanimator. If you don't know Reanimator, I'm not gonna like explain what every single poster and stuff is. Reanimator though, it's an 80s horror movie. I was really into it for a while. Check out my AO3, not linked below. Then we have a guitar. That is my girlfriend's guitar. I'm never gonna play it. I'm more of a Linnell than a Flans, if you know what I mean. Whoop. And then we have Talking Heads and Weezer. Every time I listen to a Weezer song, it makes me angry how much I enjoy it. It really does. Let's get on to the interesting stuff. Oh, well, here's something that's interesting. All of my records. All the records that I have in this crate. I have a few others sprinkled throughout, but yeah. Vinyl tour probably coming soon because I've gotten a lot more They Might Be Giants vinyl since the last time we've talked. Also, a case for my CDs, but it's empty because I felt bad taking my CDs out of their home, so I had to put them all back. Going over this way, we get to the more interesting part of my home. So here's all this. I'll take you through it. Here's this ugly lamp that I don't really like, but I don't even think I have it plugged in, but it keeps it symmetrical because I have that one plugged in. So, you know, they are what they are. And then we have my TV. I watch things on it. I have my little mouse, a little amusable apple that my girlfriend got me for Christmas. These cute little like antique vintage clown bears I found for only $3 for both of them. So that was really good. I love these guys. They're so cute. This is one of my favorite thrift finds. This weird grassy duck that I really like. These two snowmen that my girlfriend also got me for Christmas. There's gonna be a lot of stuff I say my girlfriend got me for Christmas because she decided to like, let me explain this real quick. She decided to make an advent calendar for me based on the album Lincoln by They Might Be Giants, and there are 18 songs on it, so she gave me a gift for each of those 18 songs, which is crazy, but now I have a lot of stuff in here, so yeah, I'll point out the stuff. Okay, now let's look at my little shelves. Here are my little shelves. Again, I'm not a big fan of this like IKEA furniture. I would definitely rather have something else, but you know, it works. My Reanimator vinyl that I will never listen to because the soundtrack to Reanimator is not that good. Some Ghostbusters, Nightmare Before Christmas, and of course Niles. And then my Ghostbusters car and all my figures. Aren't they just cute? Little fish tank light. I don't know if I have it plugged in, and I'm not gonna bother to check, so you'll never know. Sorry to leave you hanging like that. Then my sort of like spooky shelf. I have this really cool Build-A-Bear I got a couple Halloweens ago. This ghost Beanie Baby, some Bill Ciphers, Dipple, and then, of course, the 2 Gravity Falls books. Then we have Pink Album, of course, because it has Miss Giant Purple Dog on it. Hold on. Miss Giant Purple Dog! I love her! So if you caught my last room tour, you may recall that I was really into Of Montreal. That was very temporary. I've been incredibly obsessed with They Might Be Giants for the past more than 2.5 years. No, wait, 2.5 years about. So, yeah, if you think, where's all the Of Montreal stuff? That was like a month-long thing at the most. I like They Might Be Giants better. So you're gonna see a lot of that throughout my apartment. Speaking of They Might Be Giants, here is my They Might Be Giants shelf. I have the book. It is signed on the inside. The Blue Canary, 3 little cassettes. This one, I found Flood in person. That's what made me decide to start collecting cassettes. The other 2 did come from eBay. Usually I like to collect music only if I find it in person, but cassettes, you kind of can't do that. Then I have little Password 1234 back here. That's the name of John Flansburgh's cat. Then I have The Perfect Pair, an art project done by me in senior year of high school. It's a little cracked. It's gotten a little messed up throughout a couple moves, but, you know, I still love it. Then I have the rock that I want to string around, and then all of my They Might Be Giant CDs, except for My Murdered Remains, because that is in my car. Are you allowed to say that? Oh well. And then a few more shelves. These aren't like anything that big, except my Animal Crossing soundtrack CD. It's so cool to me that I have this. But yeah. Then turning this way from my shelves, we have the rest of my living room. I have this coffee table that I really like this coffee table. My dad bought it, but ended up not needing it, so he gave it to me. Thank you, Papa. Then I have this on top. I have this little thing with snowmen on it, just here for like the winter. I'll probably take it down eventually. This magazine with a They Might Be Giants interview, that's really cute. A little apple candle, a little lighter. Some record coasters. Big fan of these. Whoops, okay, well. Then my little poof. And then my couch. My couch is like also a little whatever to me. I did actually buy this myself, and I don't hate it, but I don't love it. I definitely want a bigger couch once I move into my next place. But I like my little snowman pillow. This one's probably staying year round. I really like snowmen. I just think they're so cute. And also a They Might Be Giants reference. And then I have a little blanket on top. Next up, we have the kitchen area that has a lot more going on than the rest of the apartment, admittedly. This is kind of where I focused a lot of my energy on putting up all these posters. I'm going to take you through my posters real quick. Okay, so starting off week, we have a Will Wood poster. I was, of course, if you recognize any of my interests, you know, of course, I was a Lemon Demon, Will Wood, Tally Hall fan in like 2020, 2021. And Will Wood came to my hometown last year, so I had to go with my sister. So yeah, I had to get a poster. Am I a little embarrassed to have Will Wood on my wall? Yes, I literally hate that guy, but also it's kind of funny. Then Flood, these posters, these were all in my last tour, I think. Oh, this Of Montreal one I think is new. So yeah, appreciate that. Am I allowed to show that? There. Well, I'm not gonna censor it. This poster that I got when I saw them in Denver right after my birthday, literally the day after my birthday, they were in Denver, so I went to Denver to see them. Then a Susie and the Banshees poster, Star Trek, some Talking Heads. I drew that myself, so that's kind of cool. I drew it in like sophomore year of high school. More Reanimator stuff. This print where Herbert West looks suspiciously like Neil Cicierega, which I am a fan of. Attack of the 50-Foot Woman as a reference to John Flansburgh's interest in writing about large women. The Garden, they sent this to me personally. This fortune teller poster from Spencer's. This random poster, I've never even watched the X-Files. I just thought it looked cool, and now I've had it for like 3 years, so. Zelda poster, I love Zelda, well, Link poster, but from Zelda. Patrick, I can't make any jokes. I'm scared YouTube's gonna censor it. Whatever, Patrick Bateman, I'm not even gonna say it. A drawing my girlfriend did, a drawing my friend did, and a poster with a bunch of bats on it. And then my table, but I put this picture down because it's of me and my girlfriend, and I don't know if she wants me to show her or not. But there's another little thing she did. It's me, but out of paper. I really like that. That's another thing she gave me as part of the advent calendar. And then this super cute little clown doll that I found. She was only like $12 from a record store. I love her so much. She's so cute. And for some reason her shoes always come untied and I have to retie them, so I don't know what that means, and I try not to think too hard about it. And then going over here we have my fridge. So guys, you're about to get a magnet tour, but wait, first let me show you my trolls. Frankenstein, Crystal, Bride of Frankenstein, and this like boy band 2+3 are 1 looking troll. And then, okay, magnet tour. Got this from New York, from a store that scammed me. They sold me a Sunny Angel that wasn't real and it was really ugly, but I'm turning that Sunny Angel into a little project. So it's all okay, but I'm kind of mad about it. But I like this magnet. Flans and Linnell, of course. Mr. Zip from the US Postal Museum. Oh my god, I was so excited to find him. I love the USPS. So yeah, I was really a big fan of finding that. Me, Cat from Stardew Valley I made, Mojo Chessmaster that I made, Snoopy that I made, Grand Canyon. If you've watched Jenny Nicholson, this is from the abandoned Flintstones theme park / bird sanctuary. Me and my girlfriend went there for our 6-month anniversary and it was beautiful. This magnet my mom got me, some coffins. A lot of these are just things that I've glued magnets to the back of. Like almost all of these, even these guys. A little Reanimator matchbox. This came from the Denver Meow Wolf. I really liked this little sloth guy, so I was very excited to see that they had a magnet of him. Little rarity I made. Pittsburgh from my most recent trip. I was literally just there. And then these 2 little ladies in the snow. I thought they were cute. And then this motorcycle I bought that I didn't realize had a handlebar and like a lot of stuff broken off, but it all worked out because then I could turn it into a magnet. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Do you guys care about the side of my fridge? I have my plastic bags, a little Snoopy. This can have all the clips on it, but right now it just has one. And then here's my kitchen. I don't know how interesting it is to you guys. I feel like, are you more interested in the decorated parts or just realistic living in an apartment parts? Comment down below and I'll take it into consideration right now. But if you are interested, like, here's my microwave, coffee maker, all the dishes I just did, my sink. This part's cute. I hung up these little stars that I made. I got all the stuff for this for free because I just took paint cards from Home Depot. And this beautiful dried bouquet. I love dried flowers so much. I want a lot more of them in my home. Like my air fryer. I really like this little apple basket. I found this at Goodwill. I was like, this is such a good find. And it even has a little apple in it right now. Here's my oven. All these pans are clean. I just washed them. They're just drying, trust. It's cute. My oven has a little light on it, so I can show you. I have this little spoon rest that looks like a can of tomato soup. My little salt and pepper my Pelican salt and pepper shakers. Little glasses. Oh my god, I keep saying the word little. This cute like farmhouse thing. You might think that doesn't really fit in with the rest of the decor. My girlfriend bought it but had nowhere to put it in her place, and I do think it's cute, so it's here. And then this dog oven mitt that my girlfriend got me for Christmas. It is so cute. It is so cute. I keep burning my hands because I don't have an oven mitt, so it was really kind of her to buy this for me. Here's a little overview. Oh, also there's the finger creature from Reanimator. That's another thing I made in high school. And then a Star Trek poster. There's no... Why'd I go like this? Let me just censor the light. Actually, that kind of helped. Of course, gay people in my home. And then this cute calendar my mother got me. And then a light switch that I taped down because it turns on this scary overhead light that I hate, that like flickers a lot and it's really scary and I hate it. And then a globe. So if you'll direct your attention this way, I can show you the rest of my apartment. So up here I have some different CD cases. These are all just CDs I have, and I took the fronts out of them and tacked them up. So yeah, comment down below which one's your favorite out of these. Comment right now. And then a cork board. Most of the stuff I went over in my previous room tour, so honestly you can just go watch that if you want a more in-depth thing, but I can show you my keychains. These are 2 keychains of my friends OC, Adoni, and Kuros, and if she's watching, hi. Then I have a Dan, a Herbert, this big pin that I got, some pictures down here of, you'd never guess, John and John and John and John of They Might Be Giants. And I have this, oh wow, I have this flood logo that I made myself. Yeah, more interesting things. This little wooden ornament that I got that I'm just gonna have on my wall year round because it is so cute. And this like pocket watch kind of thing. Oh. And then my desk, woohoo! So my chair has my coat on it because I don't have room for a coat rack or to put this in my closet, so yeah, ignore that. I have my record player, some various knickknacks. I'm so obsessed with Fugglers. They're so stupid looking. I love this guy. I put it on when I was staying with my parents when I got back the other day, I put it on their bananas and tried to freak them out by convincing them I didn't know where he came from. So that was fun. That was a good time. My busted up Herbert West. This real life fish. Some shells. Oh, that plate is dusty. A little plant, a little lamp. Wait, it looks like flames when you turn it on. It can do other things, but I only wanted it because it looks like flames. Another little lamp that is quite cute. I got it from an antique store. I'm a big fan. Some more Kirkensbach. Are you allowed to say that? Oh my god, I feel like I have to censor everything. This little plate I painted. I'll give you $5 quadrillion if you can guess who that is. Then I have all of my CDs that aren't They Might Be Giant CDs. I'll probably include these if I do another vinyl tour. I'll probably do a quick going through my CDs section too. And then this little snow baby. I love him. He had a little star thing on top that like broke off, which is sad, but you know, he's still beautiful the way he is. Next, we have my bed, which is still a mattress on the floor. This part of my apartment is not doing the most, okay? So we're gonna go by quickly. It's kind of been turned into a little nest though, a Therian nest, if you will. So that's kind of cute. But let's just ignore that. I have my little clown Bigfoot hung up on, well, it's not hung up anymore. My little clown Bigfoot hung up on this weirdly positioned light that I kind of don't like, but I like that it's nice and yellow. And then we have my bookshelf that I did not literally just put up yesterday. I did not spend 6 months in this apartment with it just completely not put up and not decorated. That's crazy talk. So we have my Bigfoots. I'm not super into Squishmallows anymore, but I'll always love Bigfoots. And then some Build-A-Bears, Goomba, Gudetama. He's seen busy days if you know what I mean. Some Bum Bums, all this, all that. Here's like all my Squishmallows that I kept. Oh, that's not true. There's more down here. But I got rid of a lot of them. I'm not super into them anymore, like I just said, but these ones are cute. These are either ones that I liked enough to keep or that no one liked enough to buy from me. So that's kind of an interesting mix. Then the middle shelf, oh, what's that? Oh, wait a second, is that John Henry by They Might Be Giants? The coveted vinyl that I wanted for so long because it's one of my favorite They Might Be Giants albums. And now I finally have it. More on that in my vinyl tour. I'll make a vinyl tour, I promise. The Else and Apollo 18. These are literally like kind of my two favorite They Might Be Giants albums. And then Apollo 18's also here because it matches them. I love Apollo 18, but to me it's like, it is not my favorite. Although I feel like it's grown on me a little. It's like I like every song on it, but I never think of it as a favorite album. But that's enough talking from me. Then I have this IKEA guy. This little cat that reminded me of Reanimator when I was super obsessed with it a few years ago, so I bought him. Some more Squishmallows, plus some Lego flowers, and this Chihuahua I've had since I was like 4. More stuff. There's a Xerophil from Good Omens. Not a fan of the guy who made it, but, you know, I still like Good Omens. I'm not super into it. I've never been super into it, but, you know, I enjoy it. Then this fish. This was the first Squishmallow I ever got, and his name is Neil. And then another Bigfoot, the lesbian one. If you turn this way, you have my closet, which is not that interesting, so I'm not gonna like show you the inside of it, but it has this really, really ugly, hideous Radiohead poster on it. Then here's more stuff, another little view from my bed. The view that I might have from my bed if I actually had a bed frame. Well, I wouldn't be this high. Yeah, the view if my bed was 10 feet off the ground. Whoop. But I have this little like bandana thing above my bathroom door, kind of cute. My mirror. Hi guys. And then I have Flans and Linnell so they can judge all of my outfits, and they look pretty judgy here. They're always like, oh girl, you can do better. And then all of my ponies, because I heart My Little Pony. I wanted My Little Pony poster or something, but all of Hot Topic's re-release like new stuff is really ugly. Then we have this little Anna Ing cross stitch that my girlfriend made me, of course, for the first day of the Lincoln Advent Calendar. My skeleton guy that my roommates broke and then blamed it on me, and some necklaces behind him that I do wear. And then you might wonder, what is this up there? This is the drum head that I got from the San Diego show that I went to, the They Might Be Giants show in San Diego that I went to, and Marty Beller personally chose me from the crowd to hand me this drum head. It was actually one of the best moments of my entire life. Everyone in the crowd like gathered around and pointed at me, and I like started crying actual tears. It was so kind, and yeah, that was a very beautiful moment, and I had to share that, and I'll probably share it again in my vinyl collection video. That will come, guys, I promise, I promise. Ooh, my mirrors are really dirty. So the only part of my apartment I have left is my bathroom, so we're gonna speed run that. My bathroom is not super interesting. Do we care to see it at all? Here's a necklace that I wear a lot, so I hung it from here. I thought it was funny to put this sign in here. There's my shower. Oh, wow. And there's my shower curtain and my toilet. Wow, isn't this cool? I feel like somehow, even though this time I was showing an entire apartment, it took me way less time than my previous room tour. I feel like this is gonna be like half the length. But yeah, I'm glad that I could post this because I wanted you guys to know that I'm alive, because I know the very last thing I posted almost a year ago now was me saying I was really depressed and not in a good place. Well, now I am in at least a decent place. So that's pretty good. You know, things have been going pretty good for me. And now I live alone, which is one of the main reasons things have been going good for me. So, I hope you enjoyed that video. If not,